Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm if you're new here, welcome. I'm Devi. Um we are doing the next 7 days today. Um so let's see where we are. We got 3 cards already picked out for our piles. Um Pile 1 is Cat Spirit Claim Independence. Pile 2 is Peacock Let It Shine. And pile 3 is Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. Okay. So if you need more time to figure out your piles, you can pause here. It's pile 1, cat. Pile 2, peacock. Pile 3 is rabbit. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started with pile 1, cat. Claim your independence. We're going to pull tarot first. Using the Modern Witch Tarot. Again, I do have links below. If you're interested in purchasing any of these decks, I do make a small fee because it's an affiliate link, but no extra cost to you, okay? Please tell me about pile 1 in the next 7 days. 6 of Cups, Magician. Okay, so we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, and it's going to be in the sign of Scorpio, and I believe Sag too, because it's supposed to last, I think, a month or 5 weeks or so. So I believe it starts November 4th. So yeah, we are in the shadow of that. And the reason I brought that up is because Six of Cups Magician, it feels like you may be bringing somebody or something back into your life over the next 7 days from your past, okay? But it kind of feels like, I mean, I'm going to keep reading pulling cards, but it kind of feels like it is um, a good, thing coming from back from the past because um it really looks like, yeah, you manifested this. This is something you wanted back. Maybe it's an old friendship or relationship, an old job or something. 9 of Wands. Yeah, and I feel like whatever it is coming back like in the nick of time. Like, especially if this is a job. Maybe you were like down to your last funds, your savings or whatever. Um, for some of you, why is this 6 of Cups here? Why is this 6 of Cups? King of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Okay, some of you are deciding to go back to school or get some type of certification maybe that you had once tried to get, and maybe you had to, life happened and maybe you had to stop working on this, thing, or maybe some new money has come in for you, so now you can afford to, pay for the class again. Some of you are trying to get your student loans like discharged, and now that's finally happening for you this week, and it's like just an amount of time because you were about to go into like repayment status and you don't have the funds right now, so it's kind of like you find out that your loans are forgiven just in the nick of time. 3 of Cups. I definitely see you celebrating this. Whatever this is, if this is a friend or a mate coming back in, you guys are, like going out to dinner or to hang out or something to celebrate like you guys just reuniting. Three of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay, some of you, this could have been, it feels like an old friend that you could be reuniting with, and now they're like, they're a new mom or they're about to get married. Like, yeah, it's some type, like, they, it's almost like you run into one another or they find out where you are, they get your number or see you on social media, and they're like, this is just in the nick of time that we are reuniting because I'm about to get married next weekend and I would love it for you to be there. Or, you know, I'm due to have a baby soon, and oh, I always imagined you being like in my child's life, like being a godmother or something like that. Um, yeah, Queen of Pentacles. This is like, um, I don't know, you and this person, I was just gonna say it feels like two peas in the pod. If this is a friendship or relationship coming back with the Two of Pentacles. Um some of you are gonna have to decide though between two things. So maybe something comes back in your life and you're trying to decide, can you make room for it? Can you balance it? Is it possible for you to do two things at the same time? Maybe to you maybe you already have a job and then an opportunity that you wanted at one point in time, now that's available, so you're trying to figure out, do I stay where I am or do I go to the other place, or is there a way that I could do both things? Another thing I'm picking up on is, um I feel like some of you guys are teachers, um and you're being asked, can you manage two things? Like, they're asking you, maybe can you manage two classes, or can you teach two grades? Like, if you're already a seventh grade teacher, they ask you, can you take on some of the eighth grade classes? Or, I'm getting like maybe one of the coaches, like a track coach or basketball coach, leaves and they ask you, can you be a coach as well as a teacher? Ten of Cups and Judgment. Yeah, it's like some of you two guys are asking too, can you have it all? Is it possible for you to have it all? Um yes, with a great plan and balance. And what I mean by can I have it all? Um Maybe some of you guys are trying to juggle. Okay, yeah, a new opportunity could be coming in, something that you've been wanting, but you're now wondering, can I juggle that and maybe my family too? Or can I have this career and still have time to have a life, have friends, go out? Um, I feel like for some of you, this new opportunity has to do with a lot of traveling. So you're trying to figure out, how could you balance this? How can, especially if you have children, how am I going to do it all? You need a community, you need a village, because not one person can do everything. Yeah, Hierophant in the world, like, stick to, because it feels like whatever you're going after or whatever's coming in this week, it may be something that's not traditional or not. Yeah, it doesn't fall into your usual schedule, or what your old structure of doing things. So you're going to have to adapt. um your life is no longer, after this week, some of you, your life is no longer the same. Like whatever you've been doing, it's no longer going to be that way. um we have a lot of things coming up. Like I mentioned Mercury retrograde in the beginning of the reading, but we also have Pluto went straight in Aquarius. um so wherever your Aquarius house is, that may be where now things are becoming more smoother, but you have to make a big decision. um Also, I don't know what date it is, but we do have a super moon coming up. It's a Taurus super full moon. And also, Uranus is going back into Taurus. Yeah, November 8th. So I think that's next week or maybe 2 weeks from now. November 8th, Uranus is going back into um, wherever your Taurus house is. Since Hierophant is here and that represents the Taurus, you could be something with that house. Um, and then what else? I said Pluto and Aquarius was, I think that's, um, I think that has already occurred, if I'm not mistaken, maybe last week. Um, okay, October 13th, and today is the 28th. So, yeah, we're still like in the shadow period of that going direct. So, those are the houses I would look to for where this could be happening for you. Anything else for pile one in the next 7 days? Knight of Pentacles, Hermit, and the Fool. I kind of feel like you could be stepping out on your own. So if you work within a group or a company, or if this is a relationship and you're deciding to walk away, um, that could be happening this week. Something happens that kind of puts the last sword in your back with the Ten of Swords here. The Devil and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's kind of like the last, it feels like the last nail in the coffin. And I said that like picking up on the energy of something comes to fruition that you've been manifesting like in the nick of time, because you're like at the very end of something. You're completing a cycle this week, it feels like, pile one. What cycle is my pile one completing? Ace of Swords. Okay, some truth is coming to the surface. Ace of Swords, the Emperor, and the Seven of Swords. If you have an Emperor, somebody who represents the Emperor energy in your life, they could be an Aries, could be a Scorpio as well with Mars energy, or this is just somebody you look at as authority, right? So this could be a boss or somebody that you see as is in charge of something. Um, Seven of Swords. I feel like for some of you, find out somebody was lying or being manipulative towards you. For others, this is you stepping into that masculine power and really taking back control of something. I'm just gonna say your life in general, but I feel like it's a more specific thing. You guys would know that because it's gonna be different for everybody else. Let me pull some oracle for you and get any advice for you, and then we will end it here. Please tell me about pile one in their next 7 days. The vessel, the village. Didn't I say if you need a village, whatever you're moving towards next, you're gonna need a support team. The village, the vessel, the bardo, and the agape. I feel like the village is coming through something that you do though. I don't know if it's a talent, a skill. Um, like I said, some of you, I was sensing a wedding or a baby shower. So, but you're gonna be shown great love, and like people are gonna really come towards you. I'm surprised the siren or something didn't come out. Like you're drawing something into you. It's almost like you completed a lesson and you came in alignment with whatever you were trying to manifest. That's the overall energy of this reading, no matter what, because it's gonna be different things for different people. Yeah, the mystic and the self. I feel like you're also going to realize how powerful you are in manifesting. Because I don't feel like I feel like it was something that you knew that you wanted, but I feel like you just recently did a ritual or wrote it down or something, or create a vision board. Um, because I feel like whatever it was something stuck in your mind or in your your um like your third eye or something, like you could see it for yourself, but I feel like you were scared to ask for it. Because remember I said something about, yeah, with the judgment and 10 of cups, can I really have it all? It was something that you wanted, but I feel like you felt like you were being greedy or asking the universe of too much. I mean, the universe is plenty. It is never ending. Everything we need is always there for us. It's just waiting for us to ask and then align with it, right? So that's what I'm getting. The overall is that you've aligned with this manifestation, so now it can come towards you. Any advice for pile one, Spirit? Any advice for pile one? Any advice? Six of Pentacles, Four Swords, and Nine of Pentacles. Um, when you get this manifestation, um, you should give back. Whether it's just sharing how you did it with others. If this is a business or a new job that you have called in, it's just saying, um be generous. Like maybe you should give back to your community, these people who are going to support you or have been supporting you. For instance, let's say you've been unemployed or something and your family and friends have been like really helping you, or you know loaning you money or dropping food off for you or whatever this is. It's saying when you get back on your feet, make sure you're generous and don't forget the people that helped you along the way. Okay. Alrighty, that's what I have for you, pile one. It sounds like you're gonna have a very eventful next 7 days, but it sounds like it's all good stuff. So that's good. Um, yeah. Please like, share, subscribe. I try to post a few times a week. Sometimes life happens and I miss, but I try. Okay, so thank you very much, pile one. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye. Pile two. Let's write down your timestamp. You guys are a peacock spirit. I think it's what? Let it shine. Yep, let it shine. So something tells me the spotlight is going to be on you this week. Okay. Please tell me about pile two, the next 7 days for them. Pile two, what's happening in the next 7 days? First out is the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Four of Wands, Ten of Wands. I feel like you're really excited about something coming in this week, but I feel like Spirit is saying stay grounded. Um don't let don't let it get to your head too much. King of Swords. Yeah, like let's be rational. You got two of the most responsible kings out here with King of Swords and King of Pentacles. So let's be rational, let's be responsible. Um I almost want to say keep the spending to a limit. So maybe you have like a lump sum of money. Yeah, Eight of Wands at the bottom. Something's coming towards you fast. So maybe you have a lump sum of money coming in. I don't know if you know this is coming already or it's going to be unexpected money. Let's see. Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Okay, so some of you are getting your dream job. Um, Something that's going to bring a lot of money in for you. Um, but I feel like Spirit is saying let's save that. Let's look at it logically. If let's get an accountant, a lawyer maybe. Let's magician at the bottom. Yeah, let's multiply this money and not just be burning it. Eight of Wands again. Ten of Wands and Tower. I feel like it's a good tower though. I feel like some weight is going to be lifted off of you this week. I mean, if you got money coming in, of course, yeah, that would relieve some issues. Death, a Scorpio energy, Five of Cups. Again, I said this in pile one, but we are in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. Um, So things are coming back around to see if we've learned the lesson. Um, so I feel like you're going to be given a great opportunity, and I feel like Spirit wants to see how you're going to deal with it. Um, are you going to be brave with the Strength of card and have the courage to do what you need to do for this, or it's like you're being called up for judgment. You have the Judgment card and the Ten of Cups. Are you gonna make, I almost feel like, are you gonna make yourself happy? So that might mean you may have some people pleasing tendencies piled too, or you did. Maybe you have taken on too much. Um, or maybe you took on a lot of debt, like spending money you didn't have. Um, or using it to help others, but then, it left you without money. It's kind of like it's time to do for yourself. That's what it really feels like. Yeah, Ace of Swords and the Moon. I feel like you don't speak your feelings to people, or also holding on to stuff blocks your abundance too. So if you are releasing this, or you have just recently released this energy about yourself, the people pleasing, the overspending, or doing too much for others, that is now, you learned the lesson. So now spirit is like, okay, I'm going to send you something for, it's like you're getting reward, and it's coming in either a job that you've wanted, or an actual lump sum of money. um and spirit is going, it's like a test to see, are you going to use this wisely, because you're shining, okay? You're glowing, you're attracting obviously this abundance coming in. People are going to, even if you don't tell people you have the money, they're gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like, they're gonna be like, oh, she bought a new car, or he bought a new car, or he seems to be, I don't know, people are watching you. So be careful too about what you put in your social media. Emperor, Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like it's saying, because the Two of Cups here, I feel like, I don't feel like it's representing a relationship. I feel like it's representing a choice, the same as the Lover's card. Do you want to be the Page of Pentacles and always be like starting over and not having um like the funds or the means? Like, are you always going to put yourself in struggle, or are you going to step up and be the emperor? Right? So it's kind of like, yeah, it's really asking you to graduate to the next step. And I feel like you're gonna be tested with that. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. Tested with that this coming week. And if you pass, then you're gonna be able to enjoy this reward. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Now the King of Pentacles is out here. Also, maybe you had trouble like balancing your masculine with your feminine energy. Knight of Wands. Queen of Cups. I feel like too, after you pass whatever this test is, you're gonna speak more passionately. You're gonna speak more confidently. Um, I just feel a whole rise in your self esteem when you pass this test. I doubt that spirit will tell us this. Let me use another deck. Let's see if we can find out what the test is going to be, but I don't know if spirit's going to do that. Spirit, what test are you sending towards pile two? Nine of Cups. It literally landed on top of the other Nine of Cups. Five of Cups, right with the other Five of Cups. Okay. And Page of Swords. You have the Page of Swords out here? No. Page of Swords. Nine of Cups. Five of Cups. You may you may have to it's something about you need to speak about the sadness or the depression in order to get to the nine of cups. So maybe you need to express your emotions to somebody or to something, um and then the nine of cups will come. That's the test. Yeah, two of wands. It's almost like the path will open up immediately. Yeah, Ace of Swords again, two of wands, Ace of Swords, Five of Pentacles. And it's like if you don't do this, you're gonna be stuck in this Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups energy. So maybe it's like something you've been needing to clear your conscience about. Um, the Judge, and that fell right on the Judgment. So the Empty Room. That's a lot. Okay. The Shapeshifter, the Box, the Unseen. There's something that you don't know about. So I feel like you're gonna be given a different perspective on something this week. But you won't get that perspective until you open up and say something or express something. And then once you do, it's like all roads is clear. And then the abundance comes in. So I don't know if you need to speak to somebody you had a relationship with. Maybe you need to speak. Um, Maybe you have a like more people supporting you than you know. So let's say you're going through something really tough, but you've been keeping it all to yourself. Maybe if you open up and tell people about it, and it might not even be like your friends and family. It could be like a perfect stranger. Like maybe you should supposed to sell your story online, and then people will start flooding you with like either maybe create like a GoFundMe for you, or like they just want to support you. So like let's say you sell products or something online, like they just start coming and out the woodworks and buying your products because they um relate to you or in your story. Bring ideas to life, open to infinite possibilities, and set healthy boundaries. Yeah, I said this is the group I said, I think I said that you guys were kind of people pleasing and getting out of that. So, yeah, something about if you tell your story or communicate what you've been going through, you will get the support that you need. And it's going to come in a form of abundance, whatever you're needing. Even if it's not money, even if you just needed sales and clients or um, uh, I don't know. You might just even just need a shoulder to cry on. But you've been holding it all to yourself, what you've been going through. And I feel like that is big in our society of people feeling like you can't ask for help or you can't seem weak at any point in time in your life, especially if you come from certain backgrounds. Showing weakness literally could be life or death. You know what I'm saying? So I think um, that's the issue going on right here with Pile Two. It's something feels deep seated, and that also might be why you have the people pleasing tendencies. Like it's something probably from childhood, something traumatic that doesn't allow you to feel like you can ask for help or ask for the things that you need. Or you might be shamed too by what happened to you. Maybe you've taken on some type of guilt for something. What advice do we have for pile 2? And then we will move on. That's a lot. I'm going to take the first 2. Ace of Cups, Empress. Self-love for sure. Self-love. Open your heart. Be vulnerable. Page of Swords. Speak your truth. Always, and also just inquiring minds want to know. I almost feel like people want to hear from you. Judgment, 8 of Wands, 8 of Swords, 9 of Cups. Yeah, speak your wishes. Judgment, 8 of Wands. Why is this Judgment, 8 of Wands here? 7 of Wands. You might be, yeah, you're being scared that you're going to be judged or shunned or something. Why is this Judgment, 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands here? Tend to the small things, and truth ascends illusion. I don't know. I feel like you don't feel like you have people, or you don't feel like people will care about your story. Bring a gentle touch. I feel like people, well, you have more people understanding where you're coming from than you know, and want to support you. Yeah, sweet results await. You know what's so crazy? This kind of reminds me of, like, yeah, you might not get any support from people that you actually know in real life. Either because they don't want to, or they just can't. But it just reminds me of certain pages on Instagram where people like maybe help the homeless, or they just do random interviews and they find out that this person is struggling, that they don't, like, they walk 10 miles to get to and from work, just, or they lost everything in a fire, and you find that the whole, like, all these strangers come forward and do crowdfunding to help this person that you never met, because you feel for their story, or because you can relate, or you just like, you know what, that's what being human is, right? Yeah, magic works through you. So I feel like if you tell your story, you're going to get a lot of support. So that's why I think you have the peacock this week. Let it shine. Let it be told. Okay. All right, pile 2. That's what I have for you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And turn on your notifications so you know when I post new videos. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Pile 3. You guys are rabbit spirit, and you're the number 3 pile. So I'm already feeling Empress energy with you guys. Pull tarot first. Excuse me. Please tell me about pile 3 and what is happening for them for the next 7 days. All right, we have 7 of Cups, Justice, Seven of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. I feel like something you have been dreaming about is coming into fruition. So, but it feels like this is not going to be something that you don't know about. This is something that you've literally been working on for probably months to years. Um, I kind of feel like you're questioning it too right now. Like, have you been wasting your time? But I feel like you're going to see something this week. Yeah, Eight of Swords, like imposter syndrome, Page of Pentacles, because you're new at it. Whatever, you're a newbie, whatever this is, you have been working on it for years and studying it, but you're a newbie at to maybe like presenting your findings to others. Um, you could be a college student that's just trying to go out into the workforce too. And now you're nervous because you're like, can I apply what I've learned? Or are people even going to accept me? So you have the Nine of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, High Priestess. Um, I feel like I feel a lot of nervous energy. I feel like my stomach is upset. So maybe you have to present something this week. Maybe again I'll use the college as an example, but maybe you have to present your dissertation or something this week, or a project that you had to work on for, your final grade. It's part of you graduating. Um, I feel like there's a guide here though. Yeah, Three of Swords, Knight of Wands. You're really feeling like, is it all for nothing? Or has it all been for nothing? I feel like you have a guide though that's with you. I feel like that's what this High Priestess is. Or it could be your higher self coming from the future that you know that don't don't run is what I'm hearing. So are you good for like running away? Or Queen of Swords. This could be an air sign if you know of an air sign that has crossed over. Or if this is the air, or if you're an air sign, this is your higher self. But I feel like it's saying don't run out of fear. And you have the King of Swords at the bottom. You don't have to be perfect. Four of Wands, and Knight of Cups. I feel like it's going to turn out fine. Whatever this is that you're dealing with this week, it's going to turn out fine. Because you got Rabbit Spirit now is a lucky time. So I just feel like everything is going to line up just right for you this week. That seems to be the energy of the collective. Like this week is like it's a tough week, but it's like we're at a final graduation of closing out a cycle. Page of Wands and the Star. It's gonna turn out fine. Yeah, Judgment at the bottom. Yeah, it's gonna bring almost feel like you're gonna sleep really, really good after this. After this, whatever this is comes to fruition. Because you're gonna have a much more balanced self, emotional self. So you probably have been losing sleep over this. Um, yeah, just constant worry, constantly re-going back over notes. I feel like you have almost, if there's even a thing of over preparing, especially if this is some type of presentation, like don't, yeah, just don't do too much, because I feel like if you overstudy or over, like, go over your speech, if this is a speech or something that you're giving, like you're only making yourself more anxious and more like not seeing what you need to see. The vessel, the village, the thread. Yeah, I feel like that's talking about this spirit or guardian that's around you. Like they're like, I got you. Like I'm working through you. The nectar, you got the nectar, the cave, the vow, the offering, the mask, which that's that Eight of Swords energy, the mirror, and the queen. I really feel like you're playing yourself small too. Whatever this is that you are working on, presenting, whatever, you study so much because you're not confident in your skills. But really, you got everything it takes. You got the nectar and the queen. For some of you, this is definitely some type of entertainment, like going on stage. Um, you may have like stage fright or something like that going on here, but let me see if Spirit has any advice for you. Any advice for pile 3 this week? Four of Swords, Seven of Cups, Eight of Swords. It's just saying it's in your head. It's in your head. It's just your lower self, your shadow self talking to you. You have everything you need. Queen of Wands, Six of Wands. Like you're gonna get, if you're going on the High Priestess, it's about, if you're going on stage, you're gonna get a round of applause. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. I just feel like your voice is so like sensual, so soothing to people. Um if it's not your voice, it's your mind and the way that you think. It's very unique. It's very, I don't know, people are drawn in by you and you don't even know it. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. My neighbors are outside being loud. Three of Swords, Knight of Cups. Yeah, I just feel like I keep like now I'm hearing like what is it? Erica Badu when she's like, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my ish. Like that's, you're almost so scared to put out your talent or how you think or whatever it is, because you're, this is like your baby. You're sensitive to how people will view you and view your skills and your talents, but really you don't know that people are thirsty for what you have, and in a good way. Like you know what I'm saying, like they, whatever this is, it's like, well, we were waiting on you, you know, we were waiting on you. I just feel the urge to pull a love oracle, because for some of you, I wonder if this is just like I'm even want to approach my crush, and I feel like they've been waiting on you, like they crushing on you too, wanting. I didn't pull love cards for any other pile, but for you, yeah, just as I was getting ready to say, thank you for watching. It just was like pull love oracle. So some of you are going to say something to your crush this week. Finally get the confidence to say something. Yep. So you have wanting. I'm feeling the urge towards you. I can't help but wanting you sexually. Your energy excites me, allures me. I want your touch. I'm craving for you. Your body turns me on. The my world, you mean the world to me. Everything revolves around you. I keep you in my mind when I'm making decisions and include you in all my plans, every action, every dream. I love doing life with you. Okay. And then our love is real. It's safe for you to love me. Trust in us and in the guidance of the higher realm. Have faith that it is safe to love me as much as I love you. Our union is protected by angels, and we are destined to be together. Our love is true, divine, and unconditional. Yeah. So what I said. Like I felt like the energy around you, pile three, that is making this come true for you. If this is love, um, people accepting your gifts, whatever it is, this week you're going to have clarity in that whatever you have been searching for has been looking for you too. Okay. So that's what I have for you, pile three. I hope it resonated. Feel free to leave me a comment below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, turn on your notifications so you know when I post a new video. Okay. Take care, pile three. Thank you. Bye bye.